Tonight we take a look at prostitution in downtown Honolulu that sometimes happens just steps away from a public school.
There's a proposal making its way through the legislature that would crack down on people who hire prostitutes near schools and parks.
KITV4's Kyoki Kerr has been looking into this and is here now with the first of two stories that we're calling Too Close to School. Kyoki?
Well, middle school students we spoke to say prostitutes sometimes proposition them to buy sex or drugs as they're walking to and from class. They're here by day and at night. Prostitutes walking Kukui Street on either side of Nu'uanu Avenue, just in back of the Polylong's drugs and Safeway stores. And these prostitutes are just down the street from Central Middle School, where more than 400 6th, 7th, and 8th graders walk to and from class every weekday. This was the scene about 7:15 one morning last week, with parents walking their kids to Chinese language schools right past prostitutes on the street. When do you see them over here?
Like every day.
We spoke to these 13 and 14-year-old boys as they walked home to Mayor Wright housing from Central Middle School. Listen as this 7th grader describes his interactions with prostitutes here.
Tell us if they like us to buy ice from them, cocaine and crack. They're asking us for money and asking us if they want us to come with them.
That's right. Besides asking these boys who are barely teenagers if they want to buy sex from them, some prostitutes here try to sell the kids drugs as they're on their way to school.
That ask for money and sell drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How often do you see that?
Oh, I seen them like each day.
They're just running this gauntlet of pimps, johns, prostitutes, and drug dealers to get to school and to get home from school.
Downtown Chinatown State Representative Carl Rhodes introduced a bill before this year's legislative session to crack down on johns who buy sex from prostitutes close to a school or park, similar to a law that brings tougher penalties for drug dealers who are convicted of operating near schools. The proposal would make it a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in prison, to offer or agree to pay a fee for sex within 750 feet of a school or public park. The proposal targets the customers, not the prostitutes.
My feeling is that johns are taking advantage of people who are in a very economically stressed position, and that's why they're selling themselves.
Police say this prostitute, who walks with the help of a cane, is also a drug addict. We caught her on videotape appearing to buy or sell drugs just a half hour before school started nearby. She identified herself as Britt Nakamura and told me she supports a law to crack down on prostitution near schools.
Kids grow up fast enough, they don't need to see that type of activity, and generally those type of activities bring in other things like drug dealing and all kinds of other crimes. So it generally brings down...
Now tonight at 10, we will follow along on a citizens patrol in the area and learn from police why there seem to be so many prostitutes on Kukui Street right before school starts every morning. And the answer will probably surprise you.
All right.